Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. So today I wanted to do a few interesting things in this video. Mainly it's going to be a bank video. I just finished 1000 Zulrah kills, and that's what I'm doing right here, as you can see. And basically with Zulrah I decided to bring my KC up to 1000 just to bring in a little bit more money. And you know, there have been whispers here and there of a Zulrah nerf, so you know, it might be a better idea to do it sooner. But yeah, as you can see with my Zulrah setup right here, I'm doing a 6-way switch. I'm not doing a boots and gloves switch. And I got the 3rd age mage hat just for the 2 extra mage bonus on it. But yeah, I find Zulrah quite fun, and it's really a nice boss. I mean, the only thing I don't like about it is just the crazy amount of money you can pull in. I mean, I guess it's nice for me because in the past 2 days I've made over 60 mil from Zulrah, playing like 10-12 hours a day or so. But yeah, I mean, you can make it an absurd amount of money at Zulrah. It's just crazy. Anything else would take quite a long time. Like, I was thinking about doing a Calphite Queen task. That's my Slayer task right now. I decided to do Zulrah instead because I was so tired of doing so much Calphite Queen. And, you know, like 8 hours of a Calphite Queen task would make me maybe like 8 to 10 mil, depending on the drops I get. But yeah, as you can see right there, it didn't go so well on that kill. Zulrah has a quite impressive combo ability when, you know, you get all the little snakelings on you and they're hitting a whole bunch of damage, and Zulrah hits a pretty high hit as well. So yeah, even after 1000 kills at Zulrah, I still make quite a few mistakes here and there, but my personal best is 108, which is pretty decent. I was with the same gear setup. I haven't tried to go for any personal bests. Just been doing Addy darts and this exact gear, max stats of course, and it kind of just is down to RNG. I mean, if I really wanted to get a good kill, I would use dark bow specs and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't really cared too much about that because I don't think it's really worth the effort. But yeah, maybe eventually I'll go for a personal best. But yeah, 134, that was a decent kill. And what I do at Zulrah is I use my Desert Amulet 4 to teleport to Narda. And at the Narda, at the Narda village town, whatever it is, there's this Elidinus statuette, and it recharges your prayer and hit points, which is quite nice, and it's a bit closer than the Clan Wars portal, so I use that and then just teleport back. I got this idea from Lelador, and he got the idea from Dalek Cookie, so yeah, it's quite a nice way to do it. I think it speeds up your kills a little bit and definitely cuts down on supply costs. I haven't used a single prayer potion in the past 500 Zulrah kills that I've done, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, Zulrah is crazy, and I made tons of money in the past couple days, and I figured after 1000 KC, my bank will look a bit nicer, and I'll show you guys my bank today. So I really haven't done much as far as organization with my bank before making this video, so this is what my bank looks like, you know, in its glory, and it's when I'm actually, you know, using it, not when I'm trying to make it look nice for a video. So yeah, this is my first tab. This is basically like tools and like teleports and just useful stuff that I don't actually touch too much. I have some runes in other tabs, but these are the runes that I don't really use that much. But runes that I use for combat I keep in my combat gear tab. But so this is my first tab. It's not really that exciting, but the next tab is, oh yeah, and this stuff down here is, I just collected my kingdom stuff. I probably should have sold that before making this video, but too lazy. This is skilling supplies, and this tab used to be a lot more interesting looking, but I sold off everything that I don't actually use, so or stuff that I don't think I'll get again. I keep these logs in case I want to use them for the balloon transport, and this is my gem collection. I've been holding on to all my gems for a while, and all the ones from Slayer, all the ones from PvM that I've been doing recently have been stacking up quite nicely. All of this pure essence is from like Zulrah and whatever else drops pure S. Yeah, a few other bosses do. These herbs are also from Kingdom, and then, you know, Marks of Grace and various other skilling related stuff. Farming stuff, I collapsed all my farming and runecrafting stuff into this tab just to have more tabs available, and I've got 2 graceful sets just for placeholders, and a few diary stuff. Got my lumberjack and runecrafting pouches, scepter, etc. Just useful stuff for skilling, and I keep my enchanted gems from Slayer rings when they run out, just so I don't have to keep buying more of them. This is kind of my junk gear tab, so gear that I don't really actually use that much, but I still want to keep. Not all of it is actually junk, but most of it just isn't stuff that's used very often by me. So yeah, I really don't touch Nezzies these days too much, and you know, all sorts of stuff. I do have 2 imbued rings here, but the warrior and the treasonous I really don't use too much. I guess the treasonous would probably be good at corp, and warrior is good on some Slayer tasks, but I haven't been doing either of those much at all lately, of course. One of these Armadillo helmets was actually dropped. One of them I bought because I wanted to have max range, and just more sort of junk welfare gear. All of the the reason I have all these strength amulet's is because Giant Mole dropped those, and I have a lot of Giant Mole kills. And then I have a whole bunch of potions in here. I used to always just decant my potions, but these days I think it's probably more convenient to just keep one of each type and let them stack up in here so they don't get in the way in other tabs. I'm going to skip over these 2 tabs because these ones are a bit more interesting. This is another kind of junk tab. This is like actual junk, but stuff that it either keeps coming into my bank or I don't really want to get rid of. So all these things come into my bank from Kingdom. Abyssal Book, I don't actually know if that's still useful. I think it's still good for NPC content. It makes it so you have less dialogue options with the Dark Mage when you're repairing your pouches. Brown Aprons in case I ever want to go to the crafting guild for whatever reason. Ring molds for making Slayer rings. Vials just stack up when I'm decanting, so I don't bother to get rid of those constantly. And I don't really know why I still have Excal. Actually, it's good for Barbarian Assault, that's why I keep it. And just various other stuff. These are all the ancient pages, all the duplicates I got while filling up my my notes journal for the Barbarian thing, part of my completionist stuff. Big pirate hat I actually got from an elite, and I decided to keep it. I should probably go put that in my POH. And I keep another elite in my bank so I never get them as drops and people don't have to Bible thump too hard on my streams because I don't actually do clues because they suck. This is more cosmetic stuff, so these are the only skill capes I actually have. Well, some of them I have in my POH, but these are the only ones that I sometimes wear. I usually don't wear skill capes that much anyways. And just various other cosmetic stuff, you know, Greedries and God books. Sometimes I use the God books, but not too often. And got all my naval sets down here in my Phasmatis flag. Working on that full Trouble Brewing set, and I got a few things from Barb Assault and whatnot. Still have my Blurite sword, because I never want to get rid of that since I've never been able to get one back. And the silver necklace is another item that you can never get back if you get rid of, but you can get a duplicate from the Murder Mystery quest, so... Oh, excuse me, I never actually wear it, but I figured I might as well keep it. Black Brutal Arrow is actually probably one of the rarest items in the game, because if you think about it, how do you get black nails? There's only very few ways that you can actually get them. And this is my general completionist tab. A few things in here, probably move this over, but yeah, so I have 3 pets right now, not too exciting yet, but my luck hasn't been too great. These are my pieces of 8. Whenever I get up to 2500 I buy another naval set. I've got 8 of the 10 champion scrolls here. I lost one of them because I was stupid, and one of them I did a long time ago, but you can't actually keep them after you kill all the champions if you drop them in the arena. I've got all of the trophies aside from the big sharks. I'm still working on that. 5,000 of these are from Zulrah. I actually forgot to put those in my price check. Crap. But yeah, 3,000 of these I fished. Still no big shark yet, but working on it. And stuff for killing chompy birds if I ever feel like it, and feathers for fletching or fishing, whatever. I don't know why those are there. And I take the M-Speak and the Explorer's Ring and the weight reduction stuff for doing Trouble Brewing. So that's what my bank is looking like right now. Super exciting. Oh yeah, 2 more tabs. Forgot to go through these. So these are the more exciting tabs. This is my gear tab, and the next one's my loot tab, which actually isn't looking too great right now, but my gear tab is looking pretty good. So got all my potions and food and rings and stuff, different supplies up at the top, just for convenience. Dwarven Rock Cake and the Spades are for killing Giant Mole. And I keep my cast stack in here just because this is the tab that I've been accessing by far the most recently, since pretty much all I've been doing is PvM. So I've got just shy of 60 mil cash right now. I probably will go buy a couple things pretty soon. I have almost every single piece of gear that I want, aside from a few items, so got lots and lots of juicy gear in here, lots of nice stuff. Derek's I've got full Verox. Some of the Verox pieces might be up here because I don't really use most of them that much, but DFS, a couple of crystal shields, you know, the Bandos. Got a few different diary items in here also that come in handy. I've got max range minus an ACB right now. That's one of the things I'm probably going to go buy. I have every single imbued ring. Those come in handy. God Dehides I actually use for Calphite Queen. And yeah, let's see, I've got Curals, I've got Arams. This is my Zulrah setup down here. The 3rd Age Mage hat. Gotta have it for that extra 2 mage bonus. Cost me like 31.5 mil, but hey, it looks pretty cool also. So I've got pretty much all the gear that I want. I've got an SGS sitting right. Yeah, there's my SGS. The only things I still want are an ACB, and I want to get an Arcane pretty soon because that would be good for Zulrah. And then eventually I'd like to get an Ellie also. And I don't have Guthans right now. It's really not useful for anything unless you're a 6-hour log prod, but I might buy Guthans at some point too. Maybe it'll come in handy for like God Wars or something, but it isn't really that good for DKs because you can just use... oh yeah, another thing, I'm wearing a couple things. Toxic Staff of the Dead. I use that for healing with Blood Barrage at the DKs. Got the Fury Ornament, of course, and a couple of diary stuff, you know, Infinity Boots, Barrow's Gloves, and all that stuff too, so just had to put on the dank Fashionscape, you know. So yeah, that's what my bank is looking like right now. Oh yeah, another thing I probably will buy eventually is an AGS, and maybe I'll just finish off a Godsword set since the other 2 are quite cheap. That probably look cool in the bank. But yeah, that's what my bank is looking right now, and I'll get the OS Buddy price checker thing to see how much it's actually worth. My estimate is somewhere around 400 mil, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, hold on, I forgot to show my loot tab, which is pretty empty because I just stole all my Zulrah stuff, but this is all my giant mole loot right here, starting from the mole claws all the way up to here. Oh, I forgot to get rid of this rune kite, that was from Zulrah, but yeah, all of this stuff is my giant mole loot from 3,000 kills. I guess 7 of them were before I started collecting the loot, but yeah. That's worth about 45 mil just in giant mole loot, so it'll be nice when I finally get the pet and can sell that. And the rest of this is just a rare drop table and, you know, longbow and curvebone collection. And yeah, I could have charved dirt from Kraken a while ago, so I keep that too. But yeah, this tab is worth, oh yeah, I forgot to show it the overlay, 37.8 mil according to OS Buddy. I think that's incorrect though, because just the giant mole loot alone should be worth a lot more than that. So I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that. But yeah, I'm going to go through my bank and make sure there aren't any items that it's not calculating correctly, and then I'll show you guys an accurate price check. Alright, so with the OS Buddy price check feature, comes up to 401.7 mil, so it's quite close, but I went through my bank just now to make sure it wasn't counting anything incorrectly. I did repair all my barrow sets just now to make sure that those are counted correctly. But these items right here wasn't correctly counting, so if I throw on my 30 mage hat, it says that it's 30k and it's 31.5 mil, so, and these rings also weren't counted in the D-pick. It did actually count the other imbued rings, so it's weird. It works for some of them and not for others, but yeah. So this in my inventory right here came up to 53.8 mil for the regular items, 31.5 mil right here, 1.2 mil, just shy of 16 mil. This is like just shy of 2 mil, and this is like 3.4 mil right here. So in total, the entirety of the bank is about 455 mil, about that. So that's quite nice. And when I maxed, I think it was a bit over 200 mil. So I've made about 250 mil so far just from doing PvM. I really have done nothing else profitable, I don't think. And I've actually, I mean, when I was doing champion scrolls, I spent a good like 20 or 30 mil and a couple other things on my comp list have cost me money. So I did also uncharge all of my toxic stuff so that it would count correctly, and all of the scales and stuff are right here. So this seems like a pretty accurate price check. So yeah, my bank is looking pretty nice, and you know, 450 mil is pretty good. And my estimate is that by the time I actually get all the pets, if I ever actually do finish this goal, which I hopefully will, my bank will probably be somewhere in the region of 2 to 4 bill. It really depends on RNG, but yeah, that'll be quite nice, so that'll be fun. So I guess one other thing that seems customary to display in such a video is my player-owned house, which really isn't too impressive at all, but may as well show it anyways, and probably in the future it will become quite a bit cooler, because I would like to, at some point, make a very nice POH, but this is what my POH looks like right now. I've got the formal garden with the portal right here. I have 2 portal rooms. I've got Varrock, Lumbridge, and that's Lumbridge, isn't it? Yeah, and Carol right here for Canifis. And then I've got Ardoin and Falador. I don't really use those too often, but they can come in handy here and there. I've got the Gilded Altar up here, and I've got a Glory up in the room right here just from convenience. Downstairs I don't think I have too much, but let me check if I can click on the fucking stairs, Jesus. Yeah, this is just for when I was doing Oak Dungeon doors for XP, but those aren't really good to do now. This is, I think, a kitchen, maybe. Probably. There's for training construction, I think, and then I've got 2 bedrooms up there for my butler, and I've got a menagerie over here that doesn't really have anything in it. Oh, I've got my pet rock in there, so that's something. Probably just for retirees. Yeah, I've got an armor stand up north here, just keep it close to the portal for convenience. This is, oh yeah, I mounted my KQ head right here, so I have 5 in the bank and 1 in my POH right now. As far as KQ heads, I had to do that for diaries as well, and then I do have some stuff in my costume room also. I keep some skill capes in here and a few other things also. I would like to eventually get a completely full costume room, but yeah. I've never bought any of the combat related capes, so attack, defense, strength, hit points, and I didn't buy cooking or fire making or fletching, I don't think. I got construction, crafting, farming, fishing, herb lore, smithing, thieving, woodcutting, and hunter in here. And I'll definitely be working on getting more stuff in here. I eventually would like to fill up my everything in all of these. I don't know if I have anything in any of the other ones. What's the... God, people outside are making a bunch of noise. Huh. Wonder if you can even get that in this game, the Karamja Warship. So yeah, I guess I have all of the holiday stuff. Did I forget to get the cow stuff? I wonder if you can still get that. That's kind of annoying. Magic wardrobe, I think I have like lunar robes and a few other things in here, just because, yeah, I've got ghostly and lunar in here just because it seemed like it would be difficult to get rid of. It's kind of odd. You can't actually put all your naval stuff in here, but they go in the magic wardrobe. It's not like those are magic gear, but yeah, that's where those go for some reason. I think it would make more sense to put them in the armor case maybe. And in the armor case, I don't think I have too much. I've got my bomber jacket stuff, and that's it. And treasure chest, I don't think I put anything in there. You can go all 4 levels. Yeah, I don't have anything there for sure. But yeah, I need to go get that big pirate hat, put it in there. And then, yeah, I have all the random event stuff besides shade robes. Those are tradable, so I'll have to just go buy some of those. But yeah, it probably will cost a few mil to fill up this entire thing, because you have to buy all the treasure trail items to put them in there, aside from Third Age and a few other things. But yeah, this is my POH, not really too exciting, but I figured I'd show that also for a complete bank check. And also I actually do have 2 mil in my kingdom coffers, so add 2 mil to the price check there. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. Feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your screening, or just let me know what your bank value is. It'll be interesting to see. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with more videos.